All right, folks, welcome back. I'm going to try to hop in and auto-resolve whatever is going on here, if I can, because fighting battles is more fun than watching them. I don't know if those top-line numbers are right, because I don't think they count reinforcements that have not yet arrived. I think that those are just counting the forces that are there, and so, yeah, you know, if we can take our destiny in our own hands, I'd rather do that. Plus, I think the improved 3D textures looks better when we're, yeah, I mean, it shows up on the battlefield, and so I want to see that and showcase it. And yeah, what's Grand Tactician if it's not fighting the battles? Otherwise, it's Grand Strategist, right? And I don't know. I'm kind of at the point where I don't really strategize anymore. I probably at some point need to reconsider a lot of the assumptions I've had for years, but I've just gotten comfortable. I spent a lot of time tuning the AI to improve it, and I feel like it's probably about as good as I'm going to get. And in the end, probably your best bet. Do we have no victory points on this map, or are they all down here? What in the world? Oh, no. Okay, we have to attack. I was very confused about this. I don't know. Maybe we actually do have to attack. So it's over here, which actually looks like a pretty tough defense for the Union. Again, I don't know their actual forces. I mean, we could take a look and see what we're told. Yeah, if you think you hear a rooster in the background, you're not going insane, and unless you're, happen to have chickens and roosters, it's not you, it's me. No, there's a rooster who's reenacting the Troy saga, and he's running around the house, cockle-doodle doing, I guess, until I go out and duel him. Sometimes it sounds like he's yelling Hector, but he's not. So it tells me I have an advantage, but it doesn't say for how long. And that's fine. I don't care. Are we getting reinforcements? Well, it's not telling us that we are. Maybe there aren't any. I don't know. But it tells me, it being the intelligence report, tells me I have an advantage. So, unfortunately, our deployment bubbles just missed. So I can't do a rapid deployment, which means I have to march. Here, let's just get everybody along. No, not along the road that way. Look, that way I think the cab's out front. And so, with Martin's division, I think we actually deploy out here as much as I don't... Well, or do we deploy over here and then march up the road later? Yeah, maybe we do that. All right. So we have a ton of engineering points, and I don't know that we have all that much we can do with them. So we'll detach the artillery. We'll put it out here. It's kind of violating my rule of being near a road, but it does have this little creek bit in front of it. We're going to leave space for the other artillery to eventually come up and support it. And since there's not really more I care to build, come on, let me do it. There we go. All right, we have fully upgraded that to all it can be. Let's see, other things we might want to do while we're here. Detach Merit. Don't have him set to Cold Steel. Have him set to Evade. We'll send him up to Scout shortly. I'll put Hudson's Brigade here just in case, but otherwise I think we think about moving these folks up when the time is right. We can do the same thing over here, because again, it's just faster during the deployment phase than doing it once you move into the normal battle, and then there are order delays and such. So we'll detach them, and we'll give them separate orders. Good enough for me. And first things first is... Oh, I forgot to switch this thing. All right, so we'll take it off of charge at the very least. Move it up to here. Put some scouts out. I don't know that we'll need them, but we'll put scouts out here. We'll move up a little bit to see what we can see. We'll begin moving Woodbury and Crossland up. All right, so actually, we can just go ahead and cancel that. Well, I'll maybe do that and then fall back. And does that put you in a weird spot? Not super weird, but all right. The slowest moving thing should probably go last, and it's it's artillery, so to me it doesn't really matter. Garland Jr. Where is? I guess we'll give you this. It is admittedly a bit odd, but at least you're going to be near the roads, and I think in the end, maybe Garland Jr. will try to come up and stay on that side. This is crossable, and then Martin will try to keep his division maybe on the right side, and we'll go like that. But oh, and it's also late in the day, which, okay, we gotta not forget to move you. I don't know that you're actually going to be that useful here, but I will give you the order anyhow, and we'll play it forward, and it might soon go to the overnight. So I don't know if we'll get an overnight redeploy forward. All right, so Merritt is going to be there. That's fine. You can actually collect your scouts. And yeah, you can collect your scouts. You just get down. All right, so it's end of day. We'll see if... Oh, no. They missed again. Well, I missed again, right? That is a bummer. What? Okay, so white is inside of that. All right, that's good to know. Now, we don't know what the AI is going to do, how they're going to reset overnight. How does this look? Man, that rooster's going to town out there. It's just stretching all the vocal cords. All right, we're going to do parapets here, I guess. And what? Yeah, there we go. Come on, let's upgrade this. Come on. Don't deny me. I don't know. Can I not upgrade it because it goes beyond this? I don't know. All right, Garland, you go there. Smith, I guess you can wait over there. All right, we will try this again. And yeah, we'll set you right there. Maybe we'll now move Smith's artillery to right here. We'll move Armstrong's up here. We're going to... Is Merritt? Yeah, okay, Merritt's down. Spread. Good enough. And we'll have Merritt push up here. Try to use that forest as much as possible. We're not on a huge clock. You know, we have... It still has us at minor victory. We're going to move Hudson up here. We're going to move... Woodbury, I guess, over here. And Crossland can scooch up there. Alright. That's Martin there. White's here. Oh. I guess I had scouts out. Did not know that. Are they like a long way off? Is this them? Alright, so it's going to be a moment before White can get dismounted, because you can't, with Cav, if you have the vedettes or the scouts out, you can't dismount the parent body. I don't really get it, but apparently you can. And so we'll wait for them to show up. Yeah, you're going to go there. That's fine. We could speed things up because... Yeah, that's what I'd rather do. any notifications here. Pontoon ready. Okay, good to know. But yeah, Union's got a nice defensive position. Well, a nice enough defensive position. They're going to defend the point from behind. I don't know. Yeah, it's good enough, I guess. All right. So you're all down here. That's fine. I think we move Merritt through the woods. We'll push Woodbury up here. Hudson here. Crossland here. And I may be changing plans. Garland Jr. and all right. This is Martin's division. They may both press on this side of the creek and try to wipe the force that's over here. Yeah, that might be the play. Are those vedettes in? Okay, they are. We dismount, we lose formation. I'm going to move up to the crossroads here. But this... What are you doing here? Get up here. Do you guys not... Yeah, if you can't see anything, then there is no point in having you here. Huh. I mean, I feel like they should be able to see. Yes, and these are some of the last forces that have not had their artillery. So there are 2 corps left that still need to have their artillery divvied up so that we get smoothbores in there as well. All right, if these guys can't see anything, then we move up, and we will move them up. This is much more aligned with what I normally would like to do with artillery, which is keep it on the roads, or, well, not on the roads, but near the roads. And that way you can pack up quickly and move them wherever they need to be moved to. But this is still going to be a while. Garland Jr. is coming up in position. Martin, his men will likely be a bit disorganized coming through here, and so they're going to need a moment to collect themselves. Okay, Union artillery has found this cav. No sense in... Alright, there's no sense in cav just needlessly dying here. Let's move them over here. At least we present a moving target. And in loose formation, a harder target to hit. Nasty little traps just when you thought you were crossing that creek. Whoa, that's sharp. Oh, man. I got these shooting pains in my undercarriage. All right. So we do that. Maybe we move this group up a bit. Woodbury up a bit. And move Crossland in right here. All right, so that's you, Martin. Yeah, I'm not too... Well, the artillery is going to pivot as well. So those lines are going to be much quicker. Speed it up. White, why aren't you moving? There you go. All right, so White's over there. That's fine. Lay down. More, you're unstable. Why are you unstable, though? Did you start broken? You did. So, in this case, I'm just going to detach you and move you to the back. There's no sense in... All right, my guns have targets now. Look at that. It looks good, doesn't it? I think it does. I mean, it's a rhetorical question on a recorded video, so I'm not sure what kind of answer I was looking for. Yeah, we can get the X-ray vision of them swabbing the guns to see. Just make sure you go all the way down. You don't want to leave any sort of burning stuff further back. You can cause an accident. But that's that. Yes, yes. And that's fairly sizable group. Yeah, so that's almost as large as the cav regiments are going to get. Everybody up here has targets. We'll see if any of them have perks that we need to... Okay, that's unlikely to be true. No perk. So these look like They don't say first combat, but they also don't have much XP. They don't have perk XP towards the first one. They don't have stars next to them or anything like that. So that's telling me that's a small group. All right. Maybe for maximum role playing, we just tell these brigades here to lay down. Though I'd also like them to go medium range, but it always seems like I'm asking a lot of them when I do that. That's not Cav. Yeah, on this kind of map, medium range is fine. Alright. Lay down. Medium range. We'll see if they do any of those. The cursor's a bit jumpy here, but other than that, I have no complaints. But I'll come up with a few. Swab them guns.
Bring me the spyglass, Sergeant.
Yeah, that's a good line. They're a little slow on the swabs, but it's alright. And it has to be regulated. Otherwise your artillery is going to be out of ammo pretty quickly. They have people to do the swabbing animations, but nobody to do the gunners thing. They're really swabbing those suckers. It is cool that you can hear the wind blowing through the flag. I like that. And this is a battery in the end. This is, yeah, 20 guns, right? In 4 sections. It's like 5 guns. This one, I guess, is going to be 5 guns. Which I think normally a battery was, well, you know, normally, but maybe ideally was 4 guns. And I think it was 2 sections of 2 guns in a battery. So it's not perfect, but it's a thing. They're not shooting anymore. Man, I came up here to hang on. It's okay. We could always move them forward. Maybe we need something else to shoot at here. Anyways, that was a long time for nothing. We're still waiting for Garland Jr. to get in position. Who are they shooting at? Looks like they're still shooting at White. And White has not recorded any new casualties, so that's good for us. They're expending ammo, but not causing casualties. That's what you always like to see happening to you. Alright, the folks furthest back didn't feel like laying down, concealing themselves. Fine. Fine. Alright. They have opted to shoot at me. I think as the artillery goes, we're just going to give counter battery fire as the order. Because we're waiting for the other guns to come online, which I actually don't think are going to come online because I've just blocked them up pretty good. So maybe... Well... It's funny when it's like synchronized stuff. But anyways, maybe we'll move this battery up here so it can actually try to contribute something. Yeah, are you starving? Well, the day just started. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, you're well rested. Why does it say you are cut off? You shouldn't be. Who did I want to move back? Yeah, I wanted to move these guys back because there's no point in getting them routed. If they can avoid taking casualties in this battle, they're more likely to stick around. You're also in rough shape, so we'll detach you and move you back, put you on, you can guard the camp. Who on earth? Maxie's brigade. Yeah, I don't know why they think they're cut off. Is it just because he's not like far enough up? Might be. It's just a little bit of sloppy weirdness. Actually, okay. That's your brigade. Got it. That's yours. I'm guessing, is this the artillery HQ? Yeah. So then, where's your guy? Where's your brigade commander? Huh. Huh. Alright, Garland Jr. Yeah, you can keep moving up here. I think this is going to kind of be a straight line. Basically, this brigade is going to aim for the McLean farm, but also just try to screen. We know that there were big forces over here, and so we're going to try to protect everything else. They're kind of the sacrificial lambs there, but the sacrifice will not be in vain because we want to try to overwhelm everything to our right side of that McLean house there. It does my artillery shooting soul good to see that. Alright. They're alright. I assume these guys are fine. Oh my goodness. There are not many units left that have mixed muskets. But I have found a way to get a battle where they are present. Probably because this was one of the last divisions of one of the last corps. And at that point, I just run out of rifles. Of everything. I couldn't even give him reboard. You know, I probably had Springfield, so I don't know. Maybe I didn't. I might have ran out. But more weapons are on the way. It's just going to take a while. And yada, yada. All right. There haven't been any reports of reinforcements, right? No. So I think it's just time to move up. I'm not going to spend time waiting for that battery to get their stuff together. Give me Garland Jr.'s division. I will optimistically try to get that to work. They can get the order while they're moving, and we will move that division right there. Cav will come up on the left. And Martin Jr.'s division, well, I'm not sure exactly where he would put everyone. So, all right, they still don't like the medium range orders, so whatever. Maybe we can move the Cav last. Alright, so we'll have you guys go up there. We will have you guys come up here. That is true, they could be anywhere. And we'll have you guys become the new middle. Martin should probably start getting a move on. And Merritt's regiment can come up first. Well, maybe first. And we will take the view from Armstrong's artillery battalion. I don't know that I've heard the artillery say we got a couple with that one. Cool. All right, we'll double quick it here. Yes, yes, you go back and actually you're not even guarding the artillery anymore. We got to role play harder here. All right. Okay, White has found some skirmishers over there. That's fine. I don't think these guys took took too well to my advice to counterbat. It looks like we're targeting artillery or cavalry, which actually is not not a bad target. It's probably the best target, really. Artillery cav tend to be small number. If they're stationary, good. But killing one of those cav takes out usually a rapid firing group. And cavalry just don't like being shot by artillery. Nobody does, but the horses really don't like it. Try to help them figure it out. Again, this group isn't really supposed to do anything, so if it looks like they're not doing anything, they're not. I did not put skirmishers out because I wanted to try to hit things quickly. Garland Jr.'s division did not move as quickly as I thought that they would. Okay, 2nd New York Cav is going to engage Merritt's Cav. And having mixed muskets, we can't really stand at range, so we got to move up. If the Union's going to full pull over here, then we're going to try to pursue it. I think my artillery can now safely switch over to whatever you can hit. I have no idea where those guys were. So this is not at all what I had planned. That happens. Usually with me. Needs to, again, jam it up here. Where's Garland Jr.? We got to keep him moving. Yeah, or Martin. My bad. Garland Jr. is moving with his men. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. I'm worried about Gamble. I think he's taking some enfilade fire here. Alright, so since it appears the Union has largely abandoned this position, what we're going to do with these guys is put them up there and give them the charge order, because we need help soon. Steedman, you're going to get the same order, or a version of the same order. And Bagby, you're actually probably going to have to come up and relieve this brigade here. I cannot promise you that OBS is capturing this, or that YouTube doesn't denigrate the video, degradate the video. They might denigrate it too, but degradate the video as it uploads. Wow, I saw that shell. Yeah, sure enough, Gamble's in trouble. I think Hudson's entire brigade is in trouble. We've tried to move into the range where mixed muskets matter. Oh boy. 25th Alabama's okay. Alright, we gotta stop worrying about skirmishers here, and I'll send the cav to go harass the artillery. Now you all had orders to move in and charge, if need be. Oh no! My cav broke easily. My goodness, focus, man, focus. Do something useful here. Alright. These guys are coming in. I guess they didn't like the idea of charging. But look, having lost our artillery, or our cavalry support, we gotta pull back here. And so that leaves only one brigade left. And then we have to rely on... Oh my goodness, man. Stop. They're skirmishers. They don't... Like, don't worry about it. It's not a high-value target. You're cav, man. You got to worry about, well, cav things. And you all need to follow your orders here and charge anything out that's that way. Because there's a very limited window where we can make this work. All right. I was trying to hold this group in place long enough to start rolling them up. It does not look like that's going to happen. So while that is trying to go through, is anybody from Smith actually firing? Idle, idle, idle. No. So then move them up. Because we might need them to cover a retreat. Yeah. Alright, so we can retreat, well, not... I think they're just a bit too green, even if it's not their first combat. Looks like that battery battalion still has stuff to do. We will see if the move on the flank here is enough. I don't know. Oh my goodness, man. Steedman needs to keep moving that force. Bagby Jr. needs to try to get onto these groups here. Yeah. Yeah. It's been a little rough. What's the I didn't read the relative casualties. So the only good news is that I might be able to get them to tip over 25% before I do, and we'll see if that swings things back in my direction. My goodness, man. Them move up, and then we're gonna have Steedman also try to roll up. Oh no, we got defeated. It did not work. Out of curiosity, who are we fighting against? Just want to see the quality. So weapons and quality of troops still absolutely matters. We'll see on the campaign map how many of my units have to fall back on the campaign map as a result, but New Jersey. At least they got Springfield rifled muskets, right? Mississippi's, Richmond's. Why do they have so many Richmonds? I must have captured them when I was playing. Okay, we already saw them. 14th Indiana had some experience. 9th Michigan, quite a bit of experience, and they have plains rifles. Friend, the battle's that way. Some of you actually have rifles you could shoot with. There's no silver lining. I'm usually all about trying to carve out a silver lining for a battle. There really is none. It's not like we are going to do more casualties to them. I think it's actually going to make it harder for us to defend Alexandria because of the forces we're going to lose. While we'll get some experience from this, so will they. So, yeah, just an all-around defeat, even though I outnumbered the AI. So, again, the AI is not bad. Okay. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Yeah. Of course. And now it says major victory. It's because they went over the threshold, I think. And now the AI is running. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is too funny. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, it's whatever the initial finding was, which is we lost. That is funny, man. All right, so that battle's over. Yeah, I think so. It says we withdrew. All right. Yeah, I think if I had timed the movements a little bit better so that I haven't had much confidence in Martin this campaign. It's just I don't know what it is. He just doesn't seem to do that well. But I think Garland Jr.'s folks did have further to go than I realized. I thought it was going to take Martin longer to get moving. And so because we couldn't synchronize those attacks, it didn't work out. But I think you could probably imagine, right, while the Union was shrekking me on the way in, if Garland had been falling on their flank like that, I think Given how close it was in the end when we attacked piecemeal, I think we would have done much, much better. So, yeah. All right. Disaster? Maybe. What, 400 kill, so like 650 out of the war for them, 600 and like 1,000 out of the war for us. Yeah. All right. It happens. Let's see if we actually... I don't know. It hasn't been long since I last re-equipped, so I can't imagine that there are too many weapons unless we've captured them. Alright, so we have more Springfield rifle muskets. We now have enough Mississippis. Fayetteville's, Plains rifles. This might not be enough unless it's small, but we could probably re-equip, or equip, 3 or 4 units with some better weapons. But let's just see how this all plays out. So Cable's division is engaged in what? Can we fight this? Yeah, why not? What's the worst that could happen, right? So if the last 2 episodes or so have been light on battles, you can't say that about this one so far. I didn't realize it was 40 minutes in. Holy moly. I thought that was like a 20-minute battle, but yet again, no idea what's going on. Let's see what we get here. Alright, so we actually get to defend. Union's up here. And apparently unlikely to be anywhere else. So, the unfinished railroad and Groveton are 15 points. This stuff is worth 5. So basically nothing. Alright. Given that, my call would be to concede the things you're not going to win anyways. Or you're not going to be able to hold at a reasonable cost. So that's you, Johnston, and Chu. Okay. We can get rid of this. We can get rid of that. And let's see. So we got to fortify. Well, we can fortify this because it's within our deployment zone. And then I'd probably fortify this a bit too. So for construction, we will just do this, and then maybe that. All right, leaves us with 24. That's fine. That can still greatly hinder. You know what? Let's get this done first. Alright, so that's done. And then, because sometimes the AI will still line up and shoot you over here, let's do this. And then that. I'm fine with that. Alright, and that used all my engineering points. Detach the artillery, sure. Maybe they'll have good sightlines on this fence. I don't know. That's why we play the battles out. Cav, I don't have too much for you to do in this battle. I don't think. I think you'll maybe sit behind the infantry and try to encourage them, but I don't think there's going to be too much else for you to do. Put you back here. We can put Callister here. We can kind of rotate those brigades in as they get beat up. this artillery, maybe we put here and just, we'll see where the infantry is. You don't want to move them all the way up if their infantry have good rifles and they're right on your doorstep. That's right, we don't want the cav. Wait, that was, oh no it wasn't. That wasn't the right unit. Cav, no, we don't need you doing that. Maybe we'll move you over here. Honestly, this entire, I think this entire brigade is just going to kind of sit back here. And so, yeah, I guess Chu can kind of sit here. Wait, that's the cav. Yeah, they're beat up. Let's just let them have a battle off. Maybe this is the only effective brigade in this whole group. I guess Gratiot? I don't know. Maybe we can keep him up for a little while. Ugh. I don't know why there's so much beat up here. These CSA groups. Pelham's Artillery Battalion. Guess we'll sit them there. Oh, look at some of these groups, though. Is there anybody here who's in, like, decent shape? Okay, put that artillery up there. Detach this. I don't know, stick it here maybe. I'm not too sure what's going on there. Okay, Benning, Cheatham can go there. Did I forget anybody? I guess not. Alright, let's see what we get. From Lee, we should be able to throw out some skirmishers. Lower East Brigade, we can put them up there. And I think we're just going to fast forward here because you need to move some units up. You want to try to get in front of this road if you can, but even if you just sit in the woods, that'll probably be good enough. That gives you some cover. Send Benning up there. I think probably want this artillery up here. We'll see. We'll see where they're needed. And Cheatham's who I'm trying to click on here. Cheatham's brigade is nice. Alright, we'll move it up to 20x since I'm not really looking for the enemy or anything like that. Let's see, we don't want the cav on cold steel, but we do want them dismounted. Polk, you can move up. You're actually in decent shape. Maybe we can move that cav over there and inspire the men. Walker's group. Throw out some skirmishers. I think the same can be done here. Put the... Wait a minute. Yeah, Cable's... Yeah, division commander. In a better spot. Get some skirmishers there. In there. And here. Ugh. it is crowded. That is the one, well, it's one of the big downsides of the regimental thing. Is that we, here, we can actually just go up in the OOB like that. Is that there's a lot more stuff on the map to see. Alright, cool. Now we do that. I actually gotta turn down the volume here. It's also really odd that it's 1 o'clock in the morning and we're seeing the map start. Like, I think it would normally be like 4 or 5 a.m., something like that. These guys actually seem okay now that they've been moved back. Alright, Bowen's there, but he's not really... He might have crossed streams. Brigade. Alright, we'll throw skirmishers out there. Again, no, we don't want that. All right, we've done that. Maybe we'll just swing that cab over there and check on the right every once in a while. All right, we see some Union up here. Now it's normal moving time. It's a little hard to tell what the... Looked like the Union was moving some folks off over to here. I mean, it is possible that the Union goes over here and then tries to come up on this road and then around. Yeah, it's that is a lot of dust, man. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see, we still see some out here. Now we're getting some small arms. This looks like a mess, but it actually is kind of cool. think the church clock is off, though, right? Well, now it's got bigger problems. Ah! Alright, so they push back some of the skirmishers. Others are falling back because I guess they are outflanked. 20 Tennessee isn't that small. It's just, it looks small because it's not kind of properly deployed. Oops. There we go. I don't know if Jackson... Did Jackson die in this battle? William Jackson? I don't know. Ledbetter is demoralized. Alright, I don't think Lowry needs to do all of that there. We'll recall his skirmishers. We'll put him in position to reinforce the parapet. McAllister's brigade actually looks kind of decent. And it appears that the Union... Oh, this is Ledbetter back here. Alright, got it. Union still has a big old force over here, but they're really going to try to force things through Sudley Springs, which is... It's a choke point, it's an uphill, there's a fair amount of natural cover and concealment. This must be a new regiment, or just one that I missed in the custom renaming process. And giving everybody regiments. Alright, but some of the skirmishers are still alive over here, so we're kind of okay. Why aren't your skirmishers out? I don't know. Well, then we might as well recall them. Alright, 2nd Minnesota's running. 12th Michigan. They don't look like they love this. They're pushing our skirmishers back. But now they get the real stuff. That is rough. Alright. Union's building up more. Okay. 17th Indiana doesn't like it. We'll have to check that out. Alright. Over here. Union's looking for something. They're looking to find a crossing that they like. Cheatham, we need you. No, we need Cheatham. Give me Cheatham. There. Cheatham's going to move this way. Benning, we're going to take his skirmishers and we're going to move him over here. And that'll be it for now. Well, actually, no, it won't. I think... Who else is under Johnston here? I don't know where Early is, but I'm starting to get the feeling we might need someone down here. Alright. it's cool. It's a little questionable about how those shells just bend it. I feel like I'm watching Premier League soccer here, the way these shells are bending, but eh. So now that we're seeing this, I think Cheatham needs to move even further down. Colquitt's brigade, probably gonna have to move over there. Early's already been ordered down there, so that's fine. I gotta find Benning, wherever the heck is Benning. So it's the other part of this group that has to move. Yeah, Benning needs to... maybe we'll order Ben. No. Stay on our side. And... okay, Colquitt's going to move there. Who else does Beauregard have that's... serviceable? I guess Baylor move. Alright, that's that. Well, maybe none of that was necessary. The battle might be over before any of that truly matters. And I'm guessing that okay, so a bunch of these are panicked, nervous, unstable. Yeah, I don't think they're getting too many volunteers. Bragg's artillery. Well, in case we need it, we'll put it up there. Should be able to cover both those crossings well, and could turn if the Union goes for a really dank flank. That's pretty ambitious, but it could happen. And I think maybe Pelham belongs over here, so we'll just move Pelham's artillery up here. And that's going to be a traffic jam, but just let it go. All right, they got some fresh units here that want their crack at it. I don't know that my units have taken casualties at all, maybe other than skirmishers and some random artillery shots. Any extra rations? Ford is just trying to find a way to retreat to safety. So a couple, was it 2-3 videos ago, something like that, I was giving the AI credit for knowing when to withdraw. I think this one was just hard because of when it started. It's if you're gonna start fighting at 1 a.m., there goes the church. Oh no. Well, it's halfway into the ground. But yeah, if you're gonna start fighting at 1 a.m., it makes just the fighting day a lot longer. It's harder to withdraw overnight in those cases, right? Because yeah. All right. I think this cav group can pack up and rotate down here. I doubt we'll be able to cover too many of the forts. That sounds like some small arms. It sounded close, but I don't see any smoke, so it must be over in Sudley Springs. Thank you. lossless, because otherwise we'd be watching this in 22 frames and we should be getting just over 60. So since OBS is going to cap us at 60, that's as good as we can hope for. What is going on with these groups? Are they going to be tired and stuff? Yeah, so they're disrupted, demoralized. It's their first combat. They're under artillery fire, and they have to attack uphill into the strongest fortifications I can build in this game. This group, they brought their pocket pontoons, so they should have no problem getting over. You know, no sooner do I give lossless the okay, and all right, so it is reconciled itself. Something was happening in the background. Yeah, hopefully the improved 3D textures are coming through. Again, in my game, I think they are, but I just want them to, so it may or may not be true, but they look pretty good, right? There's a lot more facial hair on the troops. I think that's one of the ways to tell that at least part of it's working. But the models seem good, right? They actually look like different people. Uniform variations are supposed to be a little bit greater for the CSA than the Union, but they seem okay. They don't seem actually that wildly divergent, and kind of a series of lighter colors on the CSA side. Alright. I don't know, there's too much here. The Union seems further away from capturing Sudley Springs than they were when they started, so as the attackers, it's really not what you want to hear. Even if they get across somewhere over here, they do so now at a significant morale disadvantage. They're further away from the victory points that are over here. They have to come down here. You're still further away from those victory points, but we haven't been able to pick up where the Union is, but from the looks of things, they were moving down this direction. From what we could glimpse through the spyglass, but the relative stuff up here hasn't changed too much. Now we have some delayed casualty reporting, so it might only report enemy casualties in 1,000-man increments. So it says 1,000, then it seems like a long time before it gets to 2,000. Because there's relatively little fighting going on at any one time. Right? It's a lot of skirmishers, it's shooting at dudes who are in low ground. Again, this is August, and the AI is able to just walk over water. I get the ice in the winter thing, but it doesn't bother me that much. You know, you can roleplay explain lots of things in these kinds of games. You know, it was a little wide, but it wasn't that deep. All right, fine. That's cool. All right, they broke. Yeah, that attack went nowhere fast. I'm looking for something to show though. And, oh, yikes! All right, so far this battle has clearly gone better than the last one. I feel like we are atoning for what we did. For what I did. Alright. We've recaptured some of that movement. Why don't we move up here? As best we can. What kind of rifles do we have here? McCullough is experienced. His unit pretty much so. Mississippi's, Fayetteville's, Mississippi's. Yeah, sure. If any Union come up here, we should be able to deal with that. Baylor should move probably over here. We'll move you over there. Yeah, it really seems like they have Lewis Ford in mind. So you know what? You there, sir, you stop. Baker, you move up. there. Armstrong, you move up there. Winston, actually, we're just going to tell you to stop. I don't know if Colquitt can hit anything from there. Do they need to just move a little bit over this way? They might. They might. You get up there. You get up there. You get up there. We can just give the individual movements. My goodness, this, oh, it's 5x. Okay, that's why I was saying, does my artillery stop firing? Somewhere the quartermaster's just going berserk. I don't know, maybe Henry Hunt or old brains there, just calculating the cost of all those shells. But they're doing it for the wrong side, so I don't know how they got on the CSA, but maybe they're they're trying to wage very sophisticated economic warfare against the CSA. We'll bankrupt them through the expenditure of shells. It's an idea. Why don't we move Minty up here just to see what is going on? I don't know that Nelson's artillery really has super great shots where it is. All right. And now they're bringing it back. Like, they succeeded in getting me to over pursue. Armstrong can go in the woods. Baker can go here. Cheatham, get back here. I don't know if the Union knows where they're going at this point, but it is weird, man. Like that victory bar does not want to move. All right, we will spread you out. You have your orders, that's fine. Spread you out. All right, and now the Union's coming back this way. All right. So then maybe we can move Nelson's battery over here. Try to help with that. Right, we're bringing Colquitt back. We're bringing Cheatham back. All right. Moving other folks up. That's fine. At times like these, now it's okay for the Union to withdraw. They were doing better before, but when it's a fight, you're not gonna win. There's no shame in withdrawing from the battle that can't be won or can't be won at reasonable cost. Bowen, not too sure what to do with you, so we'll move you there until I decide. I don't think Gratoy or whatever his name is necessary. We're gonna put him over there. Ledbetter, in emergency we'll call on you, but hopefully only in emergencies. All right, so the Union has gotten through on the stone bridge. They juked me, and now Hebert will move his brigade up into the woods and try to unseat them. Yeah. So we can have Cav stay here. Where'd the other Cav? Oh, they're so well hidden, I didn't see them. But they can cover those crossings. The artillery is there too, that's fine. Benning. Benning, I don't think you need to go there. I think you can come over here now. Well, you know what? I guess I lied. How about you just do nothing? We'll push you up. That's what we'll do. It was Benning. That's Bragg's artillery. It is so hard to make heads or tails of where the Union wants to go here. You there, sir? Can you shoot that? My guess is we just got to do more relative casualties. See, they haven't even taken 10% casualties, so We have to do a bit more to convince them it ain't worth it. The 12th Regiment, man, must be part of the Union recruiting spree here. Be part of Early's brigade. That's fine. Push you up here. We'll do the same with the 7th Georgia. 3rd Mississippi can go up a bit. You can go up a bit. Maybe the 2nd Virginia battery just doesn't have an angle here. Alright, we'll move it up and try to get it an angle. Looks like the rest of that battery, though, does have a good angle. Alright. So, whoever that guy was, Hebert's brigade, has secured the woods here on this side of the stone bridge. So I'm happy with that. We don't yet see any sort of concern coming out of here. That's also good. Haven't checked on Sudley Springs, but I assume it's a bad situation. And those guys with mixed muskets, I think, held pretty well. Okay, they only have 9 rounds. I'm not really... Okay, finally. That's definitely for the best. Alright. We had the inside track. We had roads that linked to high ground overlooking choke points with not a lot of cover. You know. They tried to mass through Sudley Springs. Like, if I lost that, it's probably time to hang up the headset and mic, because... Yikes. Actually, I don't know that I'll actually go and flex that, but that's rough. That's real rough. And that is this episode. So again, I'm making up for lost battle time here in campaign, where I like to think I goaded the Union to attack, the AI, right? Union to attack by asking, you know, what's it doing in the middle of campaign season, doing nothing? But they've certainly been willing to fight. Last couple episodes, they would, you know, show up for a battle and then like, this is not our battle, and they would leave, and it was a lot of anticlimactic stuff. But these ones have been pretty hot. I think the battle before this was certainly more interesting. Still a little peeved I just didn't time those division attacks correctly, but all right. So I think we lost at Whipple, won at Lyon. Is what it is. All right, according to intelligence, what? Davidson's got a division out here, or at least his division HQ is out there. Yeah, Union can have that. All right, you're slightly more ready. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put you here. We're gonna force march you so you can get that perk going. And probably, I don't know. We'll see if you can just survive with what's there. I hesitate to leave this supply depot here. It seems like one of those things that would really help the Union more than it's gonna help me. We can do end of the episode stuff here. Civ order, possibly. But I may just say hang on to it. I don't know. It's tough. Like, I've probably said this for a while. It's probably at a certain point you just stop playing the long game and you start playing for the here and now. You usually want to play for the long game, I think, earlier in the war. And then when you need recruits at the very end, you go ahead and do that. So we don't have enough. Well, we have almost enough for recruitment offices. That one is always an immediate payoff. The Civ Order one is, you know, as you take casualties, get raided. What happened to their men fielded? They had like 300 and... what do they have? 15? 25,000. So maybe a bunch of contracts just expired, and they're going to wait for them to renew. That might be that. The Union has had they've been on a recruiting bench, and I left them on one. It was one of the parting gifts I gave them, is that I recruited up just about everything that could be recruited. So on the project front, because there actually isn't that much to do. There's not that much that's appetizing to do. Maybe it'll be our last Civ Order, and then everything else goes to recruitment offices. I want to do improved credit rating, but I think we're a ways. Yeah, we're still a ways off from that. Propaganda is always a good one. Counter propaganda actually isn't bad. So reduce enemy support in loyal states. Now, I'd rather have support on my side than not on my enemy's side. But also, you know, decreasing their support would make it harder for them to operate. How much does it cost? 1.8. I don't know. Considering the Union doesn't hold that much of my territory, and so they're not moving through it, I'm not that interested in it. But it's one. Farm Mech is coming along. Other things are happening. So we'll see. But maybe for the next episode, we'll have some campaign-related stuff to do. But anyways, that's the situation out west. In the center, it's still a Sitzkrieg, a Stairfest. I don't know what you call it. Have those forces always been... I thought they were more over here. What is this? All right, this is not for this episode, so let me end this one. Where is this? If it's Albert Sidney Johnson, it's got to be... yeah, it's got to be over here. Around Stanton, I think. Yeah. All right, so let me end this one, and let me get the next one cooking.